Hello and welcome to Miniup, your fantasy sports community. I'm your host Blake, and I am coach of Youngies Yaks, and I'm joined by Clinton.
I am coach of Dash's Dogs. Thanks for the late message, Blake. We're on live.
Yeah, I'm a bit rattled here. It's our first live show, so this will still be posted up on YouTube anyway. But so hopefully we get at least someone watch the show, Clinton, and hopefully we get some comments coming through. But yeah, this is just a show to reveal our round 10 trades for Supercoach and AFL fantasy. So it's going to be a short video, but let's get into it, Clinton. Do you want me to kick off with my Supercoach trades first?
Sure, mate. I mean, 2 minutes ago, I was relaxing on the couch, catching up on American Survivor, and he just interrupted a tribal council. So I'm going to get back to that when we're done, but go for it.
No, the
Let's
tribe has
go.
spoken. This is more important. The tribe has spoken.
Absolutely.
So I've ended up trading out Jack Steele, Stephen Cornelio, and Gibkiss for Richmond with a break even of 48. I just need that extra cash generation. And I am bringing in Buku Karmas as my rookie defender. I am bringing in Jackson McRae and Andrew Brayshaw for Fremantle. So that's my three trades. And VC on Clayton Oliver at the moment and Lockie Neal as captain. That's my trades at the moment, Clinton, for Supercoach.
Great work, Blake. I just had an intruder come into the room, so I had to put myself on mute there for a second. All good. My trades read, I was doing all week. I was doing Gibkiss also out, as well as Cornelio, and bringing in Clark and Rory Laird is the player that I've been very keen on all week. At this point in time, I'm still trading out Dylan Stevens and bringing in Buku Karmas, using my last trade boost. There could be a late minute change if somehow Stevens is the sub. I may decide to keep him, so I haven't decided yet. I'm still literally contemplating whether I do that or not. So those are my three trades. That will leave me with 15 trades left and 100k in the bank. I'm looping on my bench. I have McCartan on my forward bench as my emergency. So across my bench, I've got Sam Hayes as emergency. McComb will be my midfield emergency. So I'm hoping he scores well tomorrow. And Greg Clark will be my M8. So I can loop Connor McDonald. So if McComb scores, I'd say 70 plus, I'll probably take that score. And then Buku Karmas will be my emergency in my defense. VC, I'm thinking I'm going to back in Rory Laird as my new recruit. I've got lots of options, whether it be tonight in Carlton or Sydney players. I've got Tuke Miller, Melbourne players, but I just want to back in Rory Laird as a new recruit, and if he fails, I'll lock in Neil on Sunday.
Yeah, just touching on my looping options. So I'm still holding on to Whitfield. Just with the looping, it worked all right for me. So hopefully McCartan plays well tonight and he'll be looped on for Whitfield. If he fails, Buku Karmas is going to come on field for me as my new inclusion. Ben Hobbs is my midfield loop and can replace Greg Clark by way of Connor McDonald as well. And Sam Hayes is my ruck bench emergency, and Sam De Koning is my emergency for my forward line. I've also got 15 trades left and 60k in the bank, so a bit less than you. And I believe your team's value is about 400k more than mine, Clinton. So come the end of the season, you'll be getting a few more premiums than me.
Yeah, well, it just depends. I mean, at the moment, I've still got some value in my bench players, and I'll be trading them out in a couple of weeks. So I've got a very rough plan I have for the next month. Just things that could obviously go astray very quickly with injuries, but I've already planned ahead in terms of my timing of my trades across the buys. Just obviously things can change with injuries, but all going well. I've got a plan in place at least.
Yeah, it's good to hear, Clinton. My buys, I'm trying to structure up for my round 12 one. I think I'm still at 17 players for round 12, so still another couple of trades to go. Who's going to win the footy tonight, Clinton? Carlton or Sydney?
It's a great question. I think Carlton. I'm still tempted though to have Luke Parker as my VC, but I do think Carlton. I think the home ground advantage and just their strong midfield. It's going to be a highly contested game. So no, I'm looking forward to it actually.
Yeah, so am I, with a few looping options in play. Let's get into AFL fantasy, Clinton. So, do you want to kick off with your trades for AFL fantasy?
Yes, it changed midweek once Lockie Whitfield was announced out. So Driscoll and Whitfield are out, and I'm bringing in Cleary as a great rookie option for the Bulldogs, and Rory Laird is a player that I'm backing in for a big score in both formats. So happy with both of those ends. Callum Mills will be my VC, and Miller can be my backup captaincy option. I've also, in terms of looping options across my bench, I've got McCartan again, Jack Carroll tonight, and also Corey Durden. So I've got a big game tonight in terms of bench options, and I'm not sure how I'll maneuver them on field if I need to, but at least it'll be handy to have them as a option in case someone's laid out.
Yep, very good, Clinton. My trades will all depend on how Carroll goes tonight for Carlton. So if he scores well, it means I'll have the luxury to trade out Whitfield, and Whitfield's going to go all the way down to the first gamer in Weir with some.
Is that
I'm
how you
not going to
say
try.
his name?
I'm going to call him Weary. If you got better knowledge of his name, do you?
I've heard someone say where, but
No,
cool.
don't be silly.
Okay.
So Whitfield down to Weir, and Nash for West Coast has got a break even of 112 for me after coming on as a sub last week and scoring 12. So he needs to be traded out as well, so I can afford any premium. And for me, it is going to be Clayton Oliver. Coming up against North Melbourne this week, he's got a great fixture and he's just going to continually win the ball throughout the year. So I'm going to, with not many looping options, surprisingly, I want to lock in a VC tonight, which will be Luke Parker. I'm tempted to go George Stewart, but I'm going to go Luke Parker to have a big game. And then my backup captaincy option at the moment is Christian Petrarca. I think he can play very well against North Melbourne. My looping options are very well set up that I need Carroll to have a big game tonight. If not, I might be stuck with the likes of maybe a Curtis or a Butler again on field. So I need Carroll to really have a big game tonight.
Very good. Any questions? Is there thousands of questions coming up on your screen, Blake, of YouTube viewers? Or I've just as you look through that, the subs have just been announced for tonight. So Stevens isn't, as expected. It's Braden Campbell. So in terms of my Supercoach trades, I think I'll follow through in getting rid of Dylan Stevens, and Buku Karmas can come into my team. So I'll definitely going to do that. And yeah, that way I can get a bit more cash through Karmas hopefully the next few weeks, and he can be a player that can score well, especially versus Gold Coast and I think it's West Coast the next 2 weeks. Yeah, that's right. So I'm hoping he scores well so he can make a lot of money for me on the bench.
Yep. So we've got no viewers currently, Clinton.
That's all right.
We've got no sponsors, no comments, but show's going well. We'll post the video anyway, so that our Patreon members can have a look at that as well. If you're just newly watching us, make sure you go to our Patreon, which is / I'll get it up on the screen for you, actually. That'll be much better so I don't have to read the whole thing out. But
As
make
you
sure.
do, as you
Yeah.
do that, Blake, what's your actual projected? Do you pay much attention to your projected with
I
Supercoach?
don't look at my projected because last week coming into Sunday I was projected to score about 2,500 and I scored about 300 points less than that. So I don't pay too much attention to it, but mine's currently sitting at 2,360 for Supercoach.
Yeah, I'm 25-14, but I'm just looking at my team and how the trades have played out the last couple of weeks with Steele, obviously not being my team, etc. So I think this is the week that I'm really hoping to really take that big step towards a higher rank. I'm going okay at the moment, but I believe this is the week I'm hoping to take a big step. And it starts tonight with, I think, the likes of, obviously, Parker's relatively well owned now, Cripps, George Hewitt, but Sam Doherty is also another one which not a huge amount of people have, so I'm hoping he scores well.
Yeah, Paddy McCartan's a big one for me for tonight, Clinton. Good luck for round 10. Hopefully we someone actually watches this, being our first live show. But we'll see how we go, and we'll join you next week Wednesday for our round 11 show.
Good work, Blake. Well done.
Thanks, mate.